these corporate people want. They want to pay people nothing, and they want to profit everything.
It was a tough day to be a Rexnord worker. The company told employees of their plan around 2 this afternoon this would impact about 350 people and the west side of Indianapolis, which will lose.
We have a good team in place. A really good team. We charge a lot of money, but we make the best bearing in the world. The best. You know, it's the old thing, you know, the American Union worker.
Over this potential relocation and the impact it would have on you and your family. I know that this is an incredible...
I've been there for 23 years. We spend more hours there than we both do with our families. 10 hours out of the day, and, well, it is like a family. It has provided me a stable home and raised some kids. What more can you say? Provided everything that I needed.
When American workers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
American workers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand
Yeah. You know, it is what it is, right?
You said they bumped up the pay on all the guys training all the Mexicans?
Yeah, they offered them some extra dough, you know. I guess if you need the money, you know.
All right, focus on your timing. God damn. All right, we gotta start right here, y'all. Here we go. All righty. Get in there. All right.
So are you going after this?
Next, I'll be here next week. I'll leave on the 9th, Sunday.
You're really going to Mexico?
Yeah, I really am. Monterrey. I'm going out there to train them guys.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna send you to train them?
Yeah.
Take your jobs?
They're taking your job and you gotta train them?
Yeah. They're not taking them. They're not taking our jobs. The company is closing. It's gone. The jobs are gone anyway. They're giving them our jobs. Yeah, I'm gonna train them. I'm gonna get as much money as I can from them.
Mark is just doing what he thinks he needs to do to survive, you know? We're friends and we kind of look out for each other. But me and Mark as friends, this has put a wedge between me and him, you know, because we don't agree. Me and my boss had this talk a few years back about a layoff list. And he said, if your name ever makes the layoff list, we're in trouble. And it made it this time. From one end of assembly to the back wall, we build 36,000 different combinations of bearings. Anytime they've ever asked us, we need you guys to step it up, we got it for them. We were doing you a good service. The first thing that happened was they brought a guy from corporate who knew nothing about the plant. And we're all looking at each other saying, there's the closer right there. That's the hatchet man.
Relocate its Indianapolis operations to an existing Rexnord facility in Mexico. Completion of the potential relocation would be targeted for April to June of 2017. We understand...
They were shutting the plant down and moving it to Mexico. We're all just looking at each other, basically in disbelief, you know.
It is another hit for the west side of Indianapolis as hundreds of workers deal with it.
They're losing their jobs to Mexico. Good paying jobs that pay $25 an hour.
Moving operations to Mexico, the company believes it can slash wages to just $3 to $5 an hour.
Close to 300 employees can now be out of work if Rexnord Bearings goes through with a plan to move its
They've had to return to their jobs. Some have been working here for their entire working lives, now wondering what they will do next.
That's Tom Chris on the back dock of the plant. It was Friday afternoon at about 2:10. Our shift ends at 2:30. And they told everybody meet on the back dock. And at about 20 after 2, they told us that they were going to cease operations and send all production to Mexico. And that's how they ended our workday on Friday. Sent us home for the weekend with that. And that was a shocking day.
The Mexican people, so when they come, you have to train them. And if you don't train them, there's disciplinary action. If you volunteer to train, we'll pay you an extra $5 an hour. That's the first thing that come down the road, you know.
They put a sheet up for anybody that want to train just to sign it. Some people signed it, some did not. And some just strongly disagreed and rejected every aspect of it, so.
If you can destroy 300 people's lives and sleep at night, you got a problem as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not helping you do it.
I want the extra money and the extra weeks of pay because you don't want to do it. That's your opinion.
All the guys that train, you know, have a conscience that's saying, you know, I really don't think I should be doing this deep down inside.
These people are not taking over our plant, so why not help them?
Because I'm not helping somebody take my job away.
What do you want me to do to them? Go and bust a window or something?
What's the matter with you, dude? They're leaving because they don't want to pay their people.
I can't do nothing to CEOs. They're not even in Indianapolis, so what can I do? I'm going to get that money.
I'm still your friend. When we leave here, I'm still your friend.
Well, throughout the years, we've done quite a bit together. We used to go to ball games.
You know, I've been to his house many times.
Pacer games, Colts games. I went to talk to him one day, and he turned around and walked away from me.
Mark didn't understand, you know, why I walked away from him.
My reply to that is, well, when you care about a person, friend, otherwise, you should always care about how you treat or handle that person. When he did it the second time, I said, I'm through with you. If you're going to act like that, don't ever talk to me. Don't come around me. Don't be bothered with me. I just don't need to have you in my life. You're not that important to me.
They think we can just take a couple weeks and train a guy that doesn't even understand what we're saying, and that he's going to go down to Mexico and produce good quality parts.
That's worse than the money part. To have a product like these guys learned from people before them, and I learned before that, and then to throw it away just like that because of cheap labor and letting that go on.
When you're going to pay somebody less than $3 an hour to do what we do, like I say, they're not going to cut the price to the customers. The customer's going to pay full price, if not more. So,
probably at this table, you're probably looking at over 100 years, 150 years of seniority. John over there, when they have a problem building a bearing, they go to him for it. And he's the one that straightens it out. And like all of us, we wanted to finish our working career there, and they're taking that away from us.
So I went to my boss and I said, I'm not training anybody. The very next day, Mark, they made him come over so I could train him so he could train him. And I walked away.
I just went to him and said, I'm ready for you to train me so I can train them. He said, nope, I'm not going to do it.
So then he went and got my boss, and the boss came and the boss said, look, it's in your write-up to train. You have to train him.
He trained me for a day. And it ended when I was done, when we were done. I learned it. John Leonard determined he gonna make me talk to him.
I think you should talk to John.
Even though he's a good guy, he's just kind of
Stupid.
dumb.
And that's why I left him alone. I don't have to deal with that.
Just give that motherfucker a big hug.
Never mind, I'm done. I ain't gonna do it.
All right. How about you just talk to John Leonard?
He did like this. I said, hey, John, let me ask you a question. And walked away from me. I said, hey, man, you did that the other day. Don't do that to me again. Next time you do that, I'm fucking through with you. That's disrespectful as fuck. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and you turn around and walk to me like I ain't there or I ain't shit. I mean, that's almost like spitting in my face. Don't do that. And he did it, and I said, fuck him. Damn it.
And that's my plaque. Says in recognition of more than 23 years of loyal service.
That's very nice, John.
I was needing a new watch. USW, or United Steelworkers. Retiree, it says on the face, local 1999. All right, man, even fits. The first time I seen one of the trainees come in the plant, you know, it just gives you this sour feeling in your belly. One of the guys, he was standing there, you know, and kind of looking at me, and I looked at him and I said, look, dude, I'm not a bad guy. I'm just an old man that doesn't want to lose his job. It's that simple, you know?
I did think I was going to retire with him. You don't stay with a company for 20-something years and then expect it to fold over. But what am I going to do? I'm 52, I have no real skills. Am I gonna go back to school? Who's gonna hire me? I like working with my hands. I like, you know, working with my hands. I've never been to Mexico. They said the weather is nice and the people are super nice. But I'll see what it's like when I get down there. And whatever it is, I'm gonna make the best of it. I always do.